As you might hear from the wind, it's a pretty windy day today as I'm back at Ravenscar, Robin Hood's Bay, just over there, little town, the headland that I went around on the last hunt at Robin Hood's Bay, around that corner. I am just going to keep walking down here. As you might have heard, it's pretty gusty. You can see the seas are a little choppy. So I'm hoping there might be some bits and pieces to find, but we will see. I'm down on the beach at the minute, just starting to pick over bits and pieces. Just saw this edge of a nodule sticking out with a little ammonite on it, so popped it out, and there's another one on the side. So little double deck. I don't know how good it's going to be, but we'll take it anyway to start with. The reason we come to Ravenscar is because it's got loads and loads of fossils, particularly Peronoceras, but just to give you an idea of how many there are here, piece of a hildy there, bits of ammonite there, there are shells around as well. So this is why people come here, is lots and lots of ammonite bits, and there's another DAC right there. So lots of pieces around. We'll see if we can find some more better bits. Hopefully some of these rare ammonites too, like Peronoceras. Walking around, it's very easy to see lots and lots of this sort of stuff. So there's an ammonite sticking out there, another little ammonite there, there's an ammonite section, there's one over there. Not after the little bits ideally. What I'd like is the positive version of that someone's hit open and got a beauty of a DAC out of. So we're going to keep looking and see what we can find. A game of spot the interesting nodule, and there might be quite a few here. So I'm actually going to pick up a couple. Ignore the ones by the hammer. So the first one's down here, which we have a broken DAC in. The next was this one, which we have a partial DAC with a shell. Going to leave it. The one I'm most interested in is this one, which may not look like much, but hopefully people are starting to recognize that keel. That's a hildy. So there's a little hildy in here, which should be relatively complete by the looks of that. So that's the exciting one for me. And then there's one more potential, just a shell. So that there, that's made my trip already. I'm happy. Another little hildy. I was so distracted by the hildy that I actually almost missed this giant piece of very worn bone. No idea what it's from. Marine reptile, almost certainly, based on its texture and the fact that it's got the rock on it, so it's old. But it's just very worn, whatever it is. We'll keep it anyway. I like a good bit of bone. When we talk about belemnites, we often point out the bullet bits that are called the guard. We talk about fragma cones often being very flattened. Here's one that shows off why it's a fragma cone. So a beautiful cone shape, and you can see the little layers, the little rings all the way up it. So that's inside of a belemnite fragma cone. Just picked up a very water-worn hildy, but the other side looks like it might have protected it, so might give that a prep and see if we can make this look good on the other side. It looks like it's well preserved all the way down to the middle, so we'll see. We will see. Just knocked the top off of this ammonite, and there's a load of little spines on it, so possibly a little Peronoceras, but we'll wrap that up and keep that safe. So this is what people come to Robin Hood's Bay to collect primarily, these little ammonites called Peronoceras. They get quite a lot bigger, or can get quite a lot bigger. But it's always a bit of a challenge finding them. I tend to find them in these blocks that are very shelly. You just break down the blocks and hope that you get a couple of good ones out of it. So there's that one there. There's another little one on the top there that you can just see sticking out, and you can see where some of the others have been. So it's just a case of breaking them down and having a look for some that are well preserved. Hey everyone, you can see by the fantastic hair I've been making the most of my safety goggles, taking them on and off. I haven't got very far. That direction is where you tend to find more of the Peronoceras. In that section I found a lot more of them previously. I'm only underneath the big slip, but quite a long way away. I got very distracted today by the Hildoceras. I love a good hildy. And look at them, even in the bedrock, there's a hildy there. So I'm going to keep looking down this way before having to make my way back up the cliff. But I'm not going to go too much further away from the get down point, just because I want to find more ammonites and not kill myself trying to get back up the hill to get my bus. Game of spot the fossil probably countless in here. Ravenscar is silly. But the one I'm looking at is this one here, with its lovely little gold edges and what look like little nodes. So this is probably a little Peronoceras. We will probably keep that, even though it's a bit scrappy. See what we can do with the prep tools on this. So I don't know if someone's hit this and left it or it's bounced, but this is a little vert. So you can actually see that's the other side. The matrix on the other side has that distinct sort of nipple shape, and you can see the thickness of it there, but there's not much of it left. I might still take it, just nice to show off what they look like. After a rough run of splits, some nice ones. So we've got a pretty good Peronoceras actually. You can see the nodes on it here. Got a DAC, which is split off nicely. And then this one, which I'm actually not 100% sure what it is. It might be a Gramoceras, but I will double check that one. So really quite the haul we got from Ravenscar. I'll go through these now because I kind of grouped them by type. These here are the diversity of sort of unusual ammonites. We have some really big ones that were there, only segments though, but you can see some beautiful suture patterns on these. So I kept one big chunk. There's some more. There's Gramoceras individuals, a couple of small ones, and some bits to be identified. Then we've got probably the star ammonite of the day. This beautiful Peronoceras that split a treat. But some other really nice split Peronoceras individuals. You can tell because they've got little spikes and spines on them, so they come out really well. A few nice bits of belemnites, so belemnite phragmocones. Some DACs, nothing too out of the ordinary there. A nice little vertebra, and another big chunk of bone. The little hearts, as always, as I collect them for myself and the fiance. And then the Hildoceras. There's a lot of Hildoceras individuals. So I've got this one that split really nicely. You'll see that on the video.